All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call Allah, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kagadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I'm outside. And so there's an article in our state of Virginia under drought warning as farmers predict first of the people. This can cause a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the things that the Lord would judge people with, Israel included. You know what I'm saying? That would be no rain. Because, basically they're saying, I believe that they haven't gotten no rain and a nice amount of rain in a while. And so it says, while much of the U.S. is in the midst of a scorching heat wave, there's only one state. Hold on. There's only one state experiencing a widespread drought. Every county in Virginia is either under drought watch or has been issued a warning for prepare for drier than normal conditions. It says a major drought in the state, which is home to more than 8 million Americans, threatens agriculture and water availability and could sprout devastating wildfires. It says farmers are specifically concerned about the issue, with many fearing they will see the first crop failure in 10 years. Okay? So it says Virginia has 41,500 farms and operating, covering 7.7 million acres that primarily export corn, wheat, and soybeans throughout the U.S. The state is the fifth largest producer of soybeans in the nation. Man, that soy ain't really good for your ass. But anyway, it says there are going to be crop failures down here this year, and it's something we haven't seen in 8 or 10 years. Robert Vaughn, the owner of Vaughn Farms Produce, told 10 Wavy News. It said it's been a dust bowl. I don't dare plant the seed because it's not going to come up. The only state or 48 states are under some type of warning or watch. To decrease rain this year, June, to drop from the normal of nearly 3 inches. It says although this number made up because of this heat and no rain, raise evapotranspiration rates and remove available water from the landscape, according to the National Integrated Drought Information System. In the recent weeks, we've definitely not seen as much rain as we tend to see. We need to see. Brendan Rubin Oster, a lead forecaster with the National Weather Service, told WTOP. It said that sun's pounding down on the ground soils. That definitely dries things out even more readily. The DEQ stream flows says stream flows, the flow of water in streams and other channels across Virginia have dropped to the 25th percentile of normal values in 13 regions, and groundwater levels have continued decline in the northern, central, and eastern portions of the state. Declining groundwater levels and lower than normal stream flows made the drought warning necessary and were worsened by a combination of high temperatures and lack of rain in the region. So aside from the lack of rain, high temperatures. So that's a bad combination. They say it's dry out the crops there and the whole year. It says 5 regions are currently below 25th something sandy northern coastal plain and southeast to get out of the drought, but it could quickly end with freaking thunderstorms. But when this happens, a lot of rain ends up once. Here it gets good. It says Virginia of water lines, cease using irrigation systems, lawns, golf courses, and athletic fields, and stop washing paved surfaces like streets, sidewalks, and driveways. So you have to do all these things just to make do in this drought, to cut out certain uses of water. It says this comes. Oh, excuse me. The DEQ's drought response plan also requires local governments and public waterworks to turn off the operation of ornamental fountains, artificial waterfalls, and misting machines. It says this comes as 21% of the U.S. population, about 70.2 million people, are living in areas with dangerous heat waves this week. It says in Virginia alone, the heat index will surpass 100 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures, reach the high 90s, and although possible thunderstorms could occur this weekend, forecasters warned they could produce large hail, damaging wind gusts, and isolating tornadoes, which has been seen throughout the country, the Midwest, for weeks. You get, but then you, okay, the farmers forecast that crops will have failures for the first time in 8 to 10 years. Now, I was going to get a couple scriptures I don't want to make this too long. Phone hasn't overeaten yet, so so I'm going to the scripture. So we have the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verses 17 and 18. Okay, so it reads, and I'm gonna get right to the point. Actually, I'm gonna start at verse 16. So this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 16. And keep in mind, a lot you have, even though Virginia is a diverse state, you have a lot of Jigger, but you also have a lot of Edomites and probably a lot of other these heathens too. But a lot of our people, as well as these, again, and then you have some worship. Here could be a punishment, and you throughout the whole country. But and they said the whole state is under a drought warning. Okay, because there's no rain. So verse 17 of Zechariah chapter 14, and it reads, "And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain." So you got a lot of people in Virginia right now that probably don't worship the Lord of hosts. Now you got brothers out in Virginia. You have men out there that do that go out there on the highways and byways, and Lord willing those brothers are okay. But I'm talking about as a totality of things under a drought warning. And it's saying that the crops could have failures for the first time in up to 10 years. Since 10 years. Because Virginia hasn't got no rain, and it's been intense heat. Verse 18, it says, "And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no, keep the feast of tabernacles." So what you do happen when our kingdom is established? For them, bring hither and slay them before me. What do you think happens when you go through a drought, go through intense heat? People die. They're saying that we're in a heat wave, and they're saying you. And it's not just Virginia. You got a lot of states under heat. It's hot as hell in the state I'm in, New Jersey. Right now, I think it's like 90-some degrees still. So there you have it, no rain. The Lord, see how easy the Lord could just jack you up, no rain. Just have you with no rain. And just think about if that continues for a long duration of time, no rain, what's that going to do to the crops? What's that going to do to the people? What's it going to do to people's state of mind? When there's no heat and no water, it said they have to stop the use of certain water systems. In Virginia, right now, that article is from, this article from the Daily Mail is from today, January 26th. Today, January 26th. I don't know if you can see the date, January 26th. That's from today. And this is for the future. It's saying that this heat with this drought is going to be crazy, man. And that failures and crops might have failures for the first time in 10 years. And I just read the scripture where the Lord said that no rain. If they don't want to come and work. And most majority of people in this world don't worship YAHAWASHI. That's why he's jacking everybody up. That's why he's jacking these states up with these crazy ass storms, these crazy ass heat waves. It's all a bunch of chaos everywhere in the world. And that's what the Lord said going to happen. So we got Luke chapter 19, verse 27. This is YAHAWASHI speaking. This red letter, it says, "But those my enemies, which are not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me." Now, who you think causes the judge? Who's doing the no rain? The Lord of hosts, YAHAWASHI. He's in control of the elements. He decides whether it rains or not. And he's given all those judgments to his son. Remember, the son has the glory. Remember, YAHAWASHI has the keys to hell and death. And right now he's plaguing Virginia with no rain. Like I said before, the brothers that's in Virginia and in that region that could be affected, Lord willing, they'd be okay. YAHAWASHI be with them. But as a totality, as a whole state, they about to feel it. This is about to be dire, man. And they talking about this. They might get some crazy ass storms with hail and shit, which has been going on throughout the country as well. All these uproar, you got a bunch of shit happening, bro. Hold up. Nah, hold up. I think it's 9. And you just had, so if you have all these things happening, right? You have the storms, you have the drought, you have the drought. That could cause a famine. Let's not forget the famine, because if the crops get damaged, one farmer said that he wouldn't dare plant because the land is dried out right now over there in Virginia. And you mean tell me there's not a higher power doing that? But so we're gonna go to the book of 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, and it says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." All these things happening, the wars, the rumors of wars. You see what's happening in Kenya right now? They was bugging out in Kenya the other day, and I think there was bugging out so much that they actually whatever they was bugging out about, the fucking leader pulled back on it, man. And how long do you think that comes to America, the daughter of Babylon, where the most corruption is going on throughout the whole world? But the Lord is having them have no rain. No rain. Think about no rain. You can't use, and they say you can't use what it said, yeah, the guy says what? I don't dare plant the seed because it's not gonna come up. Damn, where should that? Oh yeah, here it goes. So it says Virginians should take steps to minimize their water use by eliminating the non-essential flushing of water lines. Virginia, man, it said yeah. So the Virginians had to limit water use, so to stop using irrigation systems, so like washing, like golf courses and things of that nature. So that means they got to prepare for the worst. They have to limit their use of water. But you know what I'm saying? So, with that, Lord, when this is edifying, we give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKADASH. Double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim, continue to preach the truth and all true sincerity. Shalom.